All right, so get this. Today's deep dive is going to take us deep, deep into AI. You guys sent over some seriously interesting stuff about this company, ZAKA AI, and their whole thing is AI education. Oh, and we've got this newsletter overflowing with like all the latest AI breakthroughs. So, should we try to break it all down, see what it means for, you and me?
Sounds like a plan. Where should we jump in?
Well, the ZAKA AI thing really grabbed my attention. They're not messing around with just another online course platform. No. These guys are all about AI, like laser focus, which, let's face it, AI is, well, kind of the big deal these days, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And the crazy thing is the range of programs they offer is pretty wild, like everything from machine learning to data science, even AI engineering and analytics. I mean, it seems like they've got something for everyone, no matter what skill level you're at.
You're not wrong. The sheer variety of what they offer is impressive.
Yeah.
But you know what really stood out to me? It's their whole emphasis on, like actually getting you a job after. They're not just handing out certificates and saying good luck out there. They're talking about connecting graduates with companies directly, even like offering corporate training and AI consulting. To me, that screams high demand. These skills are hot right now.
Right. It's like they're saying, we'll teach you, and boom, you're hired. No more struggling to translate your skills to the job market. They're just like making it happen.
Exactly.
And speaking of making things easier, their pitch, the benefits they list, it's all about being flexible and fitting into your life. They mention things like expert-led cohorts and, get this, hands-on projects. It definitely feels way more engaging than just like passively watching videos and hoping something sticks.
Yeah, for sure. It sounds like they understand their audience. I mean, they're probably dealing with busy professionals who need a program that actually fits into their lives. Speaking of their audience, it makes you wonder, who exactly does ZAKA AI see as their ideal student? When you browse their site and really look at the language they use, stuff like career transformation and corporate training, it makes me think they're going for those professionals who are maybe looking to upscale or switch careers, not necessarily someone totally green to this whole thing,
Yeah, I see what you mean.
It's more about gaining an edge in a world that's changing crazy fast.
Makes sense. And hey, get this, they even have a whole section dedicated to companies trying to snatch up AI talent straight from ZAKA, like a direct pipeline from learning to working. Oh, and you know what else I noticed? A little detail, but it piqued my curiosity, their contact info. They've got locations listed in both Delaware and Lebanon. International, baby! Talk about thinking big!
Interesting. Sounds like ZAKA AI knows what's up, connecting the dots between learning AI and actually building a career out of it.
Exactly. But hey, don't just take our word for it. Go check out ZAKA AI's website yourself. See what you think. They've got all the nitty-gritty details about their programs, and probably the most important detail, how much it'll set you back. We'll wait. Go ahead, take a look.
All right, you ready to move on to those AI advancements you mentioned? That newsletter was something else.
Okay, so let's dive into this Increase Your ZAKA newsletter. Talk about information overload. It's like they crammed a year's worth of AI news into 5 pages.
I know, right? It's a lot to process.
Yeah. And they kick it off with this quote from, get this, Jeff Bezos. Yeah, Mr. Amazon himself. He says, AI is in its golden age. Apparently, we're at the point where we're tackling problems that used to be pure science fiction.
Well, when Jeff Bezos talks about tech, it's probably a good idea to listen. The guy's got a bit of a track record, right? And speaking of tackling the impossible, that Adobe news really jumped out at me. Magic Fix-Up, they're calling it.
Oh, yeah, the AI photo editor.
Yeah.
Tell me you haven't wished for a magic wand to, instantly fix a photobomb or erase that random tourist in the background of your perfect vacation photo.
It's crazy.
Yep.
And it's a perfect example of how AI is quietly changing everything. Imagine being able to just effortlessly edit photos, even fix stuff after you've taken the picture.
And it's not about replacing photographers or anything. It's more giving them superpowers.
Right. No more spending hours in Photoshop. I'm all for that. Okay, but from touching up photos to, maybe touching up reality itself. The thing that really blew my mind was this news about Meta's Sapiens AI model. We're not just talking about AI recognizing images anymore. This thing can understand human poses, depth, even predict surface orientation. I mean, can you imagine the possibilities for AR, VR, even robotics?
Oh yeah, Sapiens is a game changer for sure. What's really impressive is how it can handle these super high resolution images. Plus they trained it on this massive data set of human photos.
So it's learning, constantly, pretty much. It means it can adapt to new situations way better and doesn't need as much retraining, which is a big deal.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, get ready, because things are about to get seriously interesting. The newsletter teases these new OpenAI models, codenamed, and this is the best part, Strawberry and Orion. Seriously, it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie. Strawberry apparently can solve some crazy complex math problems and even generate what they call synthetic data.
Synthetic data, yeah. It
Well,
sounds kind of technical, but basically it's like creating artificial data to train AI models.
yeah.
When you don't have enough real-world data or it's like too sensitive to use.
So kind of like giving an AI millions of fake faces to learn from.
Exactly. That
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Wild. Okay, so what about Orion? The newsletter makes it sound like the next big thing in language models, maybe even more powerful than GPT-4, and everyone knows GPT-4 is the brains behind ChatGPT. So could Orion be the mysterious GPT-5 we've all been hearing rumors about?
It's hard to say for sure. They're being pretty secretive about Orion for now. But there's this one little detail that caught my eye. They hinted that Strawberry might be integrated into ChatGPT pretty soon.
Whoa, really? That's insane. Talk about moving fast. It's like today's research paper is tomorrow's chatbot upgrade. This whole field is just moving at lightning speed. Man, it's kind of wild, right? Like, we're talking about ZAKA AI, this awesome opportunity to jump into AI, learn all these cool skills that companies are literally begging for. But then on the other hand, we've got this Increase Your ZAKA newsletter just like dropping bombshells left and right about all these crazy advancements, and you kind of start to feel like, whoa, is it even possible to keep up with all this?
I get it. It's a lot. It's exciting, for sure.
Hmm.
But it can also be a little overwhelming. Like, where do you even begin?
Exactly. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose.
Totally. And that's why I think what ZAKA AI is doing, they're focused on, giving you actual practical skills. That's key. It's not enough to just, like, get the basic idea of AI. You got to know how to put it into practice, use the tools, build stuff. Those are the skills that companies are after. That's what makes you stand out.
Totally, totally. And it's not all about building the next ChatGPT either. Remember that bit in the newsletter about those AI-powered cybersecurity tools?
Oh, yeah.
Darktrace, Silence, Vectra AI. I mean, now we're talking about using AI to protect ourselves from AI, which, let's be honest, is kind of what we all secretly worry about, right? It's like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it's real life.
It is. And that's, I think, the big takeaway here.
Right.
AI isn't some like abstract thing, some far off future. It's here, it's happening now, and it's impacting all of us. So the question is, how do you fit into all of this? Where's the intersection between your own interest and what AI can do? Because let me tell you, the possibilities are pretty much endless, whether we're talking about creative stuff, healthcare, business, you name it.
I love that. Don't just watch the AI revolution happen. Find your place in it, right? And speaking of finding your place, I actually have one last kind of thought-provoking thing to leave you with. Remember how both ZAKA AI and that Increase Your ZAKA newsletter both mentioned Chrome extensions?
Yeah, they did.
Well, what if you, and just hear me out here, what if you could build your own AI-powered Chrome extension? And before you say it, I know, it sounds crazy, especially if you're not a coder or anything. But get this, there are tools out there, like this one called Cursor, that are making it possible for pretty much anyone to do this. The potential is insane. So that's it for our AI deep dive. We've thrown a lot at you, but hopefully we've also sparked some ideas. What will you create with the power of AI at your fingertips? Until next time.